Hi guys, today we are going to discuss a new chapter, that is control system. So first we will discuss the definition of a control systems. So a control system is one of the system. Here more number of elements connected together to perform a particular function or a operation. So that is known as control systems. So we will see the definition of a control system. Here a control system is a system in which the number of components connected together to perform a specific operation or particular operation or a function. So then it is known as control systems. Okay, here control systems are classified into two types. That means there are two types of control systems. The first one is open loop control system and second one is closed loop control system. So in open loop control system, consist of three elements. The first one is input and we get output. We will take the input and we get the output. In middle we kept system, that is open loop control system. Okay, here the advantages and disadvantages we will see briefly. So that means the construction, the circuit of open loop control system is very easy when compared to closed loop control system, and its cost also very cheap, that means low cost, and it is easier to design. It is very simple, so it is very stable in nature. So we will discuss the disadvantages of open loop control systems. Here disadvantages is inaccurate in nature, that means inaccurate in nature. Changes in the output are not corrected automatically. That means output, here we will take the input, we will consider input and we got the output are not corrected automatically. Why? Because here changes are present, that means we don't kept the feedback element, so that means changes in the output are not corrected automatically. And closed loop control system, we will see here the block diagram of closed loop control system is reference input, that means input we will take, and that means multiplexer, that is error detector, controller, open loop system, and output, we got the final output, and this output is connected to the input of the feedback element, and this feedback element is again connected to the input of the multiplexer. So this is the brief introduction of the closed loop control system. Here closed loop control systems input we will consider in multiplexer, we will take both two values, that means subtractor and adder. We will consider adder and subtractor, and we will control the circuit. And open loop control system, the output of the open loop control system is connected to the input of the that means the output of the controller is connected to the input of the open loop control system. The output of the open loop controller is connected to the input of the output, that means the final output is given to the feedback element. The feedback element is again applied to the input of the error detector. So that is the brief introduction of closed loop control systems, and we will see the advantages and disadvantages of closed loop control systems. Is closed loop control systems is accurate in nature, it is accurate in nature, and this is less affected by noise. Why this less affected by noise is, here multiplexer multiplexes the values, that means multiplexes the both two values, and error detector, here we will find the one error and correct also in this stage. And we will move on to the disadvantages, that is it is more complex when compared to open loop control system. It is very costlier, and feedback element reduces the overall gain of the system. So stability is the major point, that means stability is closed loop control system is a stable system. And feedback, that means feedback element reduces the overall gain of the circuit. So that is the drawback of the closed loop control system, and it is very difficult to construct closed loop control system. That is, it is more complex and more number of elements are also we will kept. So that's why this is very complex and very costlier. So if you are like my video, then share to your friends. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe and get more updates. Thank you.